Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am doing April favorites. Now, I have quite a bit of stuff, and the reason is because I've been dabbling in a little bit of a bigger variety of makeup this month because it was my birthday month. I was going out quite a bit, so I had opportunities to try out my makeup or rekindle with old loves products that I loved, and I just forgot about in my collection. So I am going to show you what I've been loving in the month of April, and I am going to talk about why I love them, and it might be a long video. So I'm just going to tell you right now, grab yourself a snack, a tea, a coffee, an iced beverage maybe, because it's now getting into better weather, and come back and sit down and we will talk April beauty favorites. Now, while you're going to get your snack, I'm going to quickly tell you an overview of April for me. It was my birthday month. I got viciously sick in my birthday month, and that pretty much, it really like cut my month in half. I actually got really sick in the beginning of April. I actually got strep throat. I've always had tonsil problems as a teenager. Never got them out because my doctor never wanted me to get them out. And Toronto here in Canada had a fluctuation of hot and cold weather in the beginning of April, and it just caused me to get strep throat. So I did get it in the beginning of April. I was on medication for a week to get over it. What is it? Antibiotics, I think it is. And then right after that, it was my birthday. So for my birthday, I went out a couple nights for dinners and get-togethers with friends and family members. I had a blast. I really did have a great time. So with that said, now that you've got your drink or your snack or even both, I'm going to dive into my beauty favorites of the month, and a couple of them you've probably seen repeated in weekly favorites from the past, but it does go to show that, I truly do love them. So with that said, I'm going to go right into skincare first. And I'm going to talk about the tool I use to clean my skin. And it's one of many tools I use to clean my skin. However, in the month of April, it's been my favorite. So it is the Clarisonic Mia. This is the first Mia, and that's what it looks like, It's got the brush head, you've got your little on and off, it's sonic vibrations, and the bristles to clean your face at night when you are done wearing your makeup for the day. Now, a lot of people have, different opinions of the Clarisonic and the Foreo. I have both, and I enjoy both, but both tools, I feel, they work differently. And if you guys are interested in a comparison of both of them, then I will definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments down below. But this month I have been really enjoying the Clarisonic because I think because I was on antibiotics this month because of my strep throat, my skin was kind of acting out a bit. And usually when you introduce an antibiotic medication into your body might react to it in a different way depending on your chemistry in your body. So for me, I noticed that my skin was kind of getting a little bit more bumpier. It was kind of, when you have something that is like foreign to your body that you're taking, then, your body might react to it. So I'm not like allergic to penicillin. It was an antibiotic. Penicillin or amoxicillin? I don't even remember. I think it was amoxicillin, maybe. I'm not allergic to amoxicillin, but I know that when I do take some sort of antibiotic, my skin will kind of show me that they're not used to it, but it's not like a huge allergic reaction or anything like that. So anyways, I still wore makeup because let's face it, I can't not wear makeup. And I actually use my Clarisonic all month long to help relieve the texture on my face and make sure that all the dirt and oil and gunk is removed off my face. So I did really enjoy this, and I continue to use it. I don't use it every day. My skin is a little bit sensitive, so I don't use it every single day. I probably use it maybe once every other day, once every 3 days, depending on how I feel my skin is looking. And if my skin is looking a little bit, like it needs to be taken care of a little bit, some TLC, I will go in with this to help get rid of the excess garbage on my face. It's an expensive unit. I definitely think that if you are acne prone, it's a good investment. But If you want to know my opinions on whether you should pick the Clarisonic or the Foreo, I can definitely do a video. Just let me know down in the comment section. So that has been a favorite this month. I really do enjoy it. I like to use this mostly in the shower, but I will use it when I'm washing my face at the sink if I'm not taking a shower in the evenings. So this has been a definite thumbs up. Now, sticking with skincare at the moment, I have been really impressed, and I don't know why, because I've tried this before, and this, I don't know why, but this is just, it's definitely helped in hydration. I'm not an eye cream person. I always use an eye cream, like sample eye creams, just to, you know, use them and keep hydration under my eye, because I do use concealer, foundation, and it does get dry under my eyes. So I've been using the Ole Henriksen Ultimate Lift Eye Gel, and this is to be worn, I believe it's in the evening. Yes, in the evening. So this is to be worn in the evening. It's a deluxe size sample. I got it in a kit a while ago. It's a gel, clear gel formula. It literally smells like cucumbers. I want to say cucumbers. And I am really impressed with it because it is a gel that I pat under the eye, and I let it soak up. And I find that my under eyes are not dry whatsoever with this, and it takes a lot for me to get impressed by an eye cream, because I think eye creams can be gimmicky, especially if you have a what's the word I'm looking for, if you have a facial cream that you can just kind of dab lightly under the eye, it could do the same thing. But definitely I have been impressed with the eye gel, and I'm really debating on picking up the full size once I run out of the rest of the eye cream, the sample eye creams that I have. So this is a definite consideration. It's cooling under the eyes, and I feel it does depuff, and it does keep my under eye very hydrated without any reaction, because certain eye creams, if my skin doesn't agree with them, I will get little tiny bumpies right under my eyes, and it looks awful. So this one does not do that, and I really do like that, aside from the fact that it still hydrates under the eyes, and it really makes my under eyes look, you know, really hydrated, and, you know, not drying and cracky and all that kind of fun stuff that we all have to deal with as we get older. So the Ole Henriksen Ultimate Lift Eye Gel is a definite thumbs up for me. I've tried the eye cream, the Ultimate Lift Eye Cream from this line, and it's not my favorite. But the gel, I'm really impressed with. So thumbs up for that. Okay, so again, sticking with a bit of skincare, I had been enjoying the Origins Plantscription Youth Renew Face Oil. I'm actually almost done. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have like maybe 2 more uses left, and this baby's done. I've been using this for a couple months. I think probably since January. This bottle is so huge. It's a 0.5 fluid ounce bottle, but it lasted me from January. So we're going into May now, and I have maybe a couple more uses. So a good, you know, 4 and a bit months. I do enjoy this oil. The only thing is, though, is that because we're going into now warmer months, I think this is an oil that is pretty much more for the colder months, because I'm finding with the warmer months, it's a little bit oily for me in the warmer months. So if you guys are interested in trying this out, or you've been seeing it around and you really want to test it out, I personally suggest to try it in the colder months, because it'll give you a better outcome in the colder months. I still use this at nighttime right now as it's getting warmer, and I use just a couple drops because that's all you need, and it does keep my skin hydrated and looking really glowy. But I'm noticing, because it's getting warmer, it's getting a little bit too oily for me. So if you do decide to use this, and I use this at night, by the way, if you do decide to use this at night, and maybe more in the cooler months like fall, winter, because you'll get a better outcome with this product. But I still do like it. It was very enjoyable. I have a couple of uses left, and then it's done. And I'm going to probably, move on to another oil, because, I got the hiccups, I don't know why. I'm going to probably move on to another oil because I have a whole bunch of oils to try out and review for you guys. So I probably won't repurchase that one until probably the winter time, because that's when I feel like I can get the most benefit out of it too. Okay, so I've shown this to you guys many times before. It has still been my favorite facial moisturizer for the day. It's the Origins Ginseng Energy Booster Moisturizer. I'm like almost done, you guys. Like, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 uses left of this, and then it's good to go into the recycle bin. I love that it smells like oranges. I think it's great for morning use because it smells like oranges. The citrus will wake you up. It's not greasy. It penetrates into the skin very nicely. Not greasy at all. Does not leave a greasy residue. It definitely soaks into the skin perfectly for me personally. And I like that it's lightweight so that you can use this underneath your makeup. Because it's lightweight, it's great for underneath a makeup application. So thumbs up for that. And it's a decent price point compared to other high-end moisturizers that I've seen out on the market. Okay, so last facial skincare product. I have been really enjoying my Michael Todd Avocado and Mango Hydrating Facial Mask. This has been in my collection for a while. It smells like mangoes, like no joke. It's actually the color, like it's orange colored. It's like a cream mask. So you apply it after you wash your face. You wait 10 to 15 minutes and then you rinse it off. And it provides a really nice hydrating, it provides a nice hydration to your face. If you're feeling that your face is a little bit like too dry, this is what the packaging looked like when I purchased it, probably about a year and a half ago maybe. I'm actually almost done. I think I maybe have 2 uses left of this, and then the package, the product is finished. It's supposed to restore skin's youthful appearance, and I really do find that it really does help. There's some really good ingredients in here. Aloe, sunflower seed oil, olive oil, avocado oil. What else is in here? Sea buckthorn oil. What is that? Mango butter, shea butter. Amazonian fruit butter. So like jojoba oil, amazing ingredients. And let me tell you, when I was using this mostly in the winter time, and I still continue to use it from January to now, and in April I've noticed for some reason my skin was a bit dry this month because of my antibiotics that I was on. So I was using this to help regenerate my hydration in my skin, and I just found that it was really helping, and it was really making my skin feel soft like a baby's bum. Like I couldn't believe what this product could do when your skin is lacking serious hydration. When I was using this in the wintertime, I mean, my skin wasn't lacking serious hydration because I was keeping up with my skincare routine and keeping it hydrated. But when you start to notice your skin is needing serious hydration, this really did help, and it made my skin look plump, and it was great. The scent is amazing. It's mango, very fruity and tropical, very pleasant to smell while you are wearing it for 15 minutes. I'll give you that. It's a creamy texture, so it applies very nicely on the skin, easy to wash off. I wouldn't recommend using a wipe to wash it off. I would just, lukewarm water. So definite thumbs up on that. I am going to be sad when that one finishes because I would love to repurchase it. It's just I have so many facial masks to get through and report to you guys that I don't think I'll repurchase it anytime soon, but in the future I would consider it. Okay, so with that said, I am going to talk about my my primer. So my primer has been the L'Oreal Miracle Blur Oil Free Instant Skin Smoother. Now, I'm late on the bandwagon on this one, I know. Nicole Guerrero used to use this like years ago, and I finally finished my Professional by Benefit a while ago. I would say maybe over like last year, like right before Christmas. So I started cracking this open and I started using it every day, every time I applied my makeup, which was pretty much every day. And I'm really impressed for a drugstore primer. Now, if you guys are looking for a drugstore primer, definitely check out the L'Oreal Miracle Blur. It comes out in a clear, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can get some out for you. It comes out in a clear, do you see that? The light's washing it out, but it's a clear consistency. It's like a gel, but not really a gel. It's kind of in between, but it's clear. So you just kind of tap it in between your fingers. You place it on the pores where you want to blur them out, and that's what it does. It does blur out the appearance of your pores. So in other words, it fills in your pores to blur them away. I do like this under my makeup. I'm wearing it today. I wear it every day under my makeup because I can't live without a primer to fill in my pores. I do have quite large pores in and around my nose base area and on my nose area and on my chin. So I like to go in with this to kind of smooth everything out, especially on my forehead. I do have a few larger pores on my forehead that I like to kind of erase temporarily when I am applying makeup. So this has been a great drugstore option. I really do enjoy it. I am very impressed, actually. It's a 1.18 fluid ounce size, so this should last you, because you don't need a lot when you do apply it. So this will last you quite a while. I think, no, yeah, I think I'm halfway done, because when there's no air in here, I can squeeze it down to about here. So I think I'm halfway done this, and you know, it's a great drugstore option. L'Oreal is pretty good when it comes to their products, and as I say this, I'm going to show you my foundation of the month, which has been L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. It hasn't been fully hot here in Canada yet, so there's still a bit of cool weather. And because there's still a bit of cool weather, I can still get away with using a luminous foundation still. And this is the one I have been using since I finished my MAC Mineralized Moisture Foundation, which I know you guys have heard me talk about billions of times if you watch my channel. But this one, I'm in the shade W6, which is Sun Beige, and it comes with a pump, which is amazing, because like I hate having to like ignore what I just said. I hate having to dip my my fingers into a foundation bottle or a sponge into a jar or anything like that. So the fact that it has a pump, then it's definitely more sanitizing when you're applying it on your skin. So a definite thumbs up for the Lumi. I am so loving this. They did come out with the Cushion Lumi from L'Oreal, which is a newer, I think it's a newer formula, to be honest. I don't think it's the same formula as this one. It might be tweaked a bit, but I have yet to try that, and I probably won't try that until until fall when it gets cooler, just because I won't be able to be using it right now until, you know, the cooler weather comes in. I'm actually almost done this. I have like that much left. So that one is a great one, a great drugstore option. And what I use to apply that foundation is the, what is this? The Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. I bought this on a whim one day at Walmart because I happened to see it at Walmart. It was under $10. And I'm actually really impressed with the application of this sponge. If you don't want to go and dish out a lot of money on a beauty blender, which you don't have to because like it's a sponge, you can definitely opt for the Real Techniques one, because the Real Techniques one is definitely great for applying foundation and concealer. I use this part for foundation, and I use this part to blend out my concealer, so you get like a 2-in-1 type of deal. Mine is dirty because, let's face it, I do use it, so that's why I'm telling you that it's a favorite of mine. But I have no shame. I have no shame to show you my dirty sponge. That's just me. Alrighty, so let's see, brows. So brows, you guys, the only thing I've been using on brows this month, no joke, I've been using my brow powder and my Anastasia brow gel, which I'm not showing you the brow gel in this month's favorites, because I've shown you the brow gel as a favorite before. It's a brow gel. It does what it's supposed to do. However, I am showing you my brow powder by Anastasia, because I have been loving the brow powder from Anastasia better than any other brow powder that I've ever tried. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the formula of the powder. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using. I just find that the brow powder from Anastasia is a more natural type of consistency when you apply it to the brows. I'm wearing them today. I'm wearing the brow powder today. This is actually the old packaging from Anastasia. That's how long I've had this for. And you guys will be so proud of me. I actually hit pan in 2 places in this little guy. So I'm really excited about that, because I've never, ever finished a brow powder in my entire life. No joke. This is actually the only brow powder that I own now. The ones that I've tried and I did not like, I passed on to people who wanted to try them and maybe enjoy them. So Anastasia, your brow powders are thebomb.com. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who want to know, I'm in the the brow powder I'm using is in the shade Ebony, so it's like for really dark hair. My hair is not that dark, to be totally honest, because I have quite a lot of red in it when the light shines on it, but my natural hair color is dark brown. Okay, so before I go into makeup, I have 2 more products to show you. One is for hair. This has been my ride or die dry shampoo, and let's be honest, I think this is the only good dry shampoo I could ever find. I've tried tons of dry shampoos from different companies. This is the one that really does it for me. The Batiste dry shampoo. This is in the one for dark and deep brown hair. Really, any type of scent from Batiste. Excuse me, these hiccups are killing me. any scent from Batiste I will use, because I just love the formulation of the dry shampoo. It gives you the functionality of soaking up the oils in your hair, and it also gives you a little bit of a lift in volume. So if you guys are looking for a dry shampoo, Batiste is a good one. I really do enjoy it. I get them usually at Winners for like $6. So that's a definite bonus. My body care for the month has been Bath & Body Works 1000 Wishes Ultra Shea Body Cream 24-hour moisture. This one has pink, prosecco, crystal peonies, and gilded amber. This smells divine. Oh, it smells like, I don't know, like peaches in rum. That's how I can describe it. That's what it smells like. Cinnamon, peaches, and rum. That's what this smells like to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, that's what this smells like. It is, I love the 24-hour moisture body creams. That's the only ones I like to use that I personally buy for myself. They don't have parabens in them, which is why I like this formula. They're very thick though, so like a little bit goes a long way when you apply it to your body. So I've learned to apply small amounts when I'm applying it to my body because they are very thick. I think they've gotten thicker over the years because I don't remember them being this super thick, but I think it's because when they changed their formulation, it's a bit thicker now and it's really hydrating. But you guys are probably thinking, oh, it's probably like a body butter and it's greasy. It's not greasy at all. I apply it to my skin and my skin soaks it up like instantly, and there is no residue. There is no greasy residue left over. It's not greasy. It will just penetrate like a body cream and you're good to go. However, I will suggest that you use this at nighttime, and if you do use it during the day, apply it a half an hour before you put on clothes to go out, because it's such a thick cream. You just don't want the cream to you don't want to have issues trying to put on your jeans because the cream is like hydrated your legs to the point where you can't put your jeans on. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I do love this body cream. I love the formulation of those, and I have so many backups, so you will definitely see more of those in the future in different scents. Okay, so now we are going to talk about contouring. Contouring is like the in thing right now. First it was strobing last year. Now it's contouring. Everybody is contouring because contouring is like, bam, it's back. It's in trend. Now, funny story. I have a couple contouring kits, and when I was waiting for my prescription in the beginning of April when I got sick at the drugstore, I decided to browse around the makeup section because let's face it, who doesn't do that? Let's face it, who does not do that? So I ended up finding the NYX contour kit on sale. It was like $25 on sale. Originally, it was like $30+. So I said, you know what? I'm going to grab it while it's on sale because I definitely was intrigued to try it. I've heard mixed reviews on this. People were saying that they didn't like it because it was skipping on their skin, the powder. People were saying that they loved it. So I was like, I'm going to tell you guys how it is. So I ended up picking it up for $25, and I think it could be a little cheaper, to be totally honest. But nonetheless, I still picked it up, and I tried it out. And I've been trying it out all month long because I picked this up in the beginning of April, and I've been using it consistently every day since I purchased it. And you can tell because look at how, like, the residue of the powders on the palette. Now, I will say that the highlighting powders are very powdery. Very, very, very powdery. Not my favorite on the highlighting powders. The only one I really like of the highlighting powders is the yellow one, which I don't know if you guys can even tell if it's yellow because it's being washed out. But out of the highlighting powders, the yellow one is my favorite to set the under eye. Now, there is one shimmery one in here, and it's this one, this bright white one here. It's very, very, very shimmery. They are pigmented. All of them are quite pigmented. But the shimmery highlighting one, I'm not a fan of. I mean, you'd have to use it as an all-over lid or even a brow bone highlight. But it's very white, and because I'm olive skin tone, I tend to gravitate more towards golden undertones. So because it's so stark white when you apply it, not my favorite. This one here and this one, this peachy one here, sorry guys. So this one here and this peachy one, I would consider mixing and doing an under eye highlight, or I would consider doing them as lid colors on the eyes, just because they're a little bit, they can get a little bit powdery, and I don't like the way it looks on my skin when I apply it under the eyes all the time. So I would definitely use them as lid colors. As for the dark shades, I am really impressed with the contouring shades. They are not skippy at all. They don't skip on my skin. They are very nicely blendable. I don't even know if you can tell because, again, the lighting is washing me out, but I am wearing this color right here as a bit of a bronzy contouring thing going on my face. Like I said, natural light is washing me out right now, but if you really saw me without the natural light washing me out, you can definitely see shadow. I do love all of these. No problems for applying them. They give a different look for each color you use. This one's more on the reddish undertone. This one's more of like a cool with golden undertone. This one is a straight cool undertone. And this one is a definite cool but reddish undertone, but very, very, very dark. So that's like more for hollowing out your face. I have been using these three the most just because the hollowing out of my face would probably be more for bang in your face looks or even Halloween, because I don't really do a heavy contour all the time, if at all. But these three I have been loving. I will add this once in a while very lightly into my contouring blend of product here, but these three are amazing. I really do enjoy them. And I'm actually really impressed with NYX when it comes to the contour shades. However, I will warn you, these highlighting shades are quite powdery, so just be aware when you're purchasing it, if you want it that bad, they are a little powdery on the highlighting part. The contouring ones have a little bit of powderiness, but not as much as the highlighting ones. And the contouring ones, I don't mind the light powderiness because I'm blending anyways, so the powderiness goes away for me. It's not a huge deal. So I have been enjoying it as an overall palette. I have been enjoying it quite a bit, and I will continue to use this as my bronzing for the month of May. So with that said, my highlighter of the month has been a purchase I made back in March. I have been, March or April? Beginning of April maybe. I have been using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Global Glow. It is beautiful. That's what it looks like. It's a highlighter. It is a golden undertoned highlighter, which is why I like it, because it's got the golden undertones that I really gravitate to. Now, let me see here. Can you guys see? Maybe not, because I don't have a spotlight on me today. But I am wearing it. It's down the bridge of my nose. It's on my Cupid's bow. What I like about this is that it's got a golden undertone, but it's not a bang-in-your-face highlighter. It's more of a natural glow. And that's what I like wearing on a daily basis, is a natural glow on the face, because I don't want it to be like, yes, I'm wearing makeup on my cheeks, you know? I want it to look a little bit on the natural side, even though I'm wearing a fuchsia lip. That's just my mentality. So because this provides a very natural glow, I like to use this every day, and I have been using it every day in the month of April. So definite thumbs up. MAC Global Glow Mineralized Skin Finish. Write it down on your shopping list. Okay, so finally, my last category is going to be eyeshadows. And funny enough is that I've talked about this palette in every single favorites video of April. I can't talk about it enough, and I just don't know. I love it so much. I'm so glad I ended up getting it in the mail, because I just can't live without it, and I know I won't be able to live without it this summer. It's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette. So you guys, I know some of you, I've heard, again, mixed reviews on this. Some people loved it, some people hate it. I love it for its simplicity. That's why I love it. Because when you have a huge ass palette and you've got tons of colors to choose from, you can get confused. You wouldn't know. Sometimes you won't know what to do. What look to do, what eyeshadow mixtures you should create. So this is quite simple because you can't mess this palette up. You have your transition shade to keep your crease color neutralized. You have your highlighting shade for the brow bone and your inner corner, and then you put any of these colors onto your lid and blend it nicely into your crease, and you have a put together look. No problem, no thinking about it, no effort whatsoever. It looks like you put effort, but you really didn't, and you don't have to go in with a ton of colors just to get a put together look. This is like the perfect palette for summertime. This is going to be my summer palette. I don't know if you guys can even tell, but I've been using this palette so bloody much that I'm trying not to blind you with this mirror. That this color here, what is this called? Cove? This is the crease color. I put such a big dent in it. Can you guys see that? I put such a big dent in it because I've been using this with every single shade in this palette for a look that I do any day of the week. So that has been a definite favorite. Another one, another palette by Tarte. Tarte has been good to me the last few months. I really have been enjoying Tarte quite a bit. Tarte is one of my favorite top makeup brands of all time. So another palette I've been enjoying from Tarte is the first Tartelette palette. This is what the first Tartelette palette looks like. Came out 2 years ago. This is what the shadows look like. As you can tell, I made quite a dent in this one. What is that one called? Power Play. So Power Play was a good crease color for me, so I pretty much used and abused that one quite a bit. The rest of them are a little bit, they still don't have dents in them because it takes a long time to go through one of these shadows. These matte shadows are beautiful. They're more of a purpley undertone, but I absolutely love them. They're easy to use. I've heard some people say that they have problems blending with them, but it's because it's a matte shadow. Any matte shadow, you're going to have problems blending because it's matte. You have to work into it. Doesn't matter what company it comes from. A matte eyeshadow will always be a little bit more difficult to apply and blend than, you know, a shimmer or a satin finish type of shadow. Regardless, I love matte shadows. I'm wearing matte shadows on my eyes today. From a different palette, which I'll show you in my weekly favorites. But anyways, definitely this has been another favorite of the month. I have been using these two palettes separately on different days, but nonetheless, they have been favorites of the month. And my last product, you guys, because I know this was a long-ass video, is this cute Itsy Bitsy shadow by Wet n Wild. It's called Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee has been good. It is a $1.99 eyeshadow. It's a creamy white. It applies nicely. I have it on the brow bone underneath my eyebrows. I love this to set my eye primer before I go in with eyeshadow, and I love to use it as a brow bone. It is so inexpensive. It's $1.99 at the drugstore. I've had this for like maybe 2 years now, and I've made quite a big dent in it. I haven't hit pan yet, which is kind of weird, but I did, you can't see it because of the lighting, but I have made a dent in it, so I'm actually really impressed with that. It's a single eyeshadow. It's great for highlighting and all over the lid. It's matte. It's a matte shadow, so that's why I like to use it to set my primer, my eye primer. It's definitely a thumbs up. I do use this every single time I apply my eye primer as a base, and it does do well. So that was it, you guys. That was my February. Oh dear Lord, why did I think we were in February? We're in April. This was in my April favorites. Tomorrow is April 30th. And I'm filming this on the 29th, and I just can't believe the month is over. We're in May now. So that was it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the products, please leave them down below. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. And let me know again if you guys want to see the Clarisonic versus Foreo review video or comparison video, and I definitely will do that for you. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day. See you guys in my next video. Bye everybody. Mwah.